The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Wait, that 53!
Mike Fofo, coming to you, coming to you.
Hey, check it!
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got some space here. Oh, some strong running. Derrick Henry all alone. Well, all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Derrick Henry, 73 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Stop your whining. Check four.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here I come again.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Dorsett. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Wait, 10. Wait, 20. 44 to Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 72.
A first down carry for Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Derrick Henry all alone, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0.
Texans nothing. Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there for Houston. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. T.J. Logan taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score, already down 21.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they are in at this stage of the game. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the 27, Brady, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Shadow! 44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check, check. I got you. I got a alpha.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
At the 46-yard line.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, that 380. Mike, 44. Stay with your man. Let's go on. No, 66. 44. Hey, echo. Check, check. 28.
Brady to throw again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Watch the safety creep. Greystone travel. 380, hey!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Dorsett's got it. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and 12, Brady, and incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Hey, that's fly 20. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
He's got the first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Check 43. Topper. Hey, ball 66.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
You better be afraid of me. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Brady going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll come out in the pistol. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Slam. Hey, 66.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll push the lead up to 17. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Watch this echo. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. 50 seconds.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 15. First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson will throw again. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
Jackson's pass leads to Amari Cooper. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the boot, watch the boot. Alert flare,
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to look end zone and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Amari Cooper, 31 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
The pass there complete to Sutton. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Brady's throw there complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
49, check 49, check 49. Goal 50. Sugar.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Sideline throw. That's caught. Julian Edelman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Wait, check 53.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Move. Rip. Hey, Charlie. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. 3 buzz. Go, bandit.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Complete to Dorsett. He got 29 yards that time. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
It's 2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Whip. Watch the whip. 61. Max box. Light. 57's the mic.
They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
57.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. But it's brought in by Washington. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Come on now, let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
12 mile.
Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Mike 57. We ain't giving up nothing today. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Here's Jackson on third and long. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Dorsett on the return. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now first and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's get in that half. Hey, 66. Bravo. Alpha.
Throwing now is Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
You're not going to get me? You go tank. You got tank. 53, land now. Hey, zoom. Check it.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's the party now. Go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5. Here we go. That's it. There you go.
Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Calais Campbell in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's taken it around the 40. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Wait, that line 20. Mike 44. Tighten up. Pull it together. Pull 50.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Kill.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Man, I got you. Check your hot read.
Derrick Henry. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Wait, that wide 80. 44's the mic. I'm coming. Hey, both 66. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, check it.
Dorsett making the catch. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Gano's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Jackson from the shotgun. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the penalty, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Wait, set. 180. 44 to Mike. 65, 65.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Kill. No. Off. Check. Lucky.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Crunch time, defense. Echo. Out.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Hot. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's checking. Go.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Switch.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out, and I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Pick me up. Here we go. 50.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And some room to maneuver. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I just came out of my chair. Big-time run right there, and all of a sudden I realized...
Didn't reach the chains, did he?
How do you go that far? Create that type of an explosive play that'll be a check and a plus on every grade sheet and still not get a first down.
Yeah, they had put themselves in a bad spot, but a big gain, that helps. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
And the Texans first down.
Check 55, Mike. Good track. Zoom.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
First down, Houston.
I'm trying to collect. Check three.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. It's caught. Cooper. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm about to take you to school. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Rip left.
Jackson. Being chased out left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Hot 7. Mike 55. Ricky. 55's Mike, got 55. Yeah.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two.
All day, baby. All day, all day, all day. Wahoo.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey, come on, now, go.
From the gun, Jackson looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Brady going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. Some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
50 seconds to Mike. 3 buck.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 37. Check 37. Check 31. Check 31.
Check nickel. Big egg. What?
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice crisp blitz coming, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This to make it a 3-score game late. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.